I'm taking over PSG for 10 seasons with the goal of winning 25 trophies. But we gotta do this without Mbappe as he's joined Real Madrid. To make things even more difficult, we also need to develop 3 French players to a 90+ overall. And also we're gonna have immense pressure in Liga, because every time we fail to win the league title, I'm gonna have to release our highest rated player. This PSG takeover might be one of the most difficult ones we've done yet. Here we go, boys. PSG without Mbappe. And honestly, guys, it just does not feel the same. There's definitely talent here, like Emery, Bradley Barcola, Kolo Muani, Dembele, quite a few Frenchmen that we can build to that 90+ rating. But man, it does feel weird not having a superstar lead PSG, because for years, they've had the likes of Zlatan, Neymar, Mbappe lead the team. But you know what? Maybe in this takeover, we gotta go for a different approach. Instead of building the team around a superstar, we might need to build a well-balanced team, and that's how we can get them their first ever Champions League. And you know what? The money is definitely there. PSG are one of the richest clubs in the world, 223 million. But before we can spend that, we gotta deal with the wheel. Now, you guys know the drill. We're gonna spin the wheel every season. Whatever challenge we get, we have to do it. And I've got a feeling this time the wheel might do everything possible to stop us from winning the Champions League. All right, but let's see what challenge are we getting for season 1. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Transfer ban. You must accept every offer from Barcelona or Real Madrid. This is legit the worst possible start. Well, remember one of our challenges of getting French players to a 90+ rating? Definitely is going to be easier to do that because, yep, Emery, we're not going to be replacing him. He's going to be playing all season long because we can't make more transfers. The same for Bradley Barcola, who will put in a development plan. But bro, all our plans of growing Emery and Barcola could be completely crushed if offers come from Barca and Madrid. We literally have to accept anything that comes from them. Yet I was thinking we were going to use that 222 million. Okay, please, just no offers from Barca and Madrid and I'll be a happy man. They've already got an Mbappe. Well, we're getting offers from Inter Miami, which is funny, but hey, we don't have to accept any of this. Ooh, offer for Nuno Mendes, but thankfully it's Arsenal. Oh, now it's Man United. Bro, we're legit surviving. I can't, man. I legit can't. Barcelona have come in with an offer for Hakimi. Eventually, we don't end up surviving, and we've got to accept this offer. They're coming in with 4 million plus Andreas Christensen. We don't need a centre-back, but there you go. We found ourselves losing out on Hakimi. I can't believe this. What a start. Thankfully, we do have Nordi Mukiel who can play in that right-back position. But the thing is, we're not safe yet. We still have an entire month where Barca and Madrid can come with offers. Okay, good thing is we can start making some progress with trophies. The French Super Cup. Honestly, with how dominant PSG is, this should be a guaranteed trophy, even with the transfer ban. There you go. That's trophy number 1. Now, we just gotta hope that, man, we don't get offers from Barca or Madrid. Oh, some big offers coming in from Man City, Chelsea, and even Aston Villa. We're lucky it was not Barca. I don't want to sell Kolo Muani. We've officially made it to deadline day. Now we've just got 10 hours to survive. I can't, man. I can't. Barcelona, I genuinely hate you in this video. They're taking away our only other right back. We have to accept it. That's the worst part. And he's actually gone, boys. Barcelona this season have stolen both our right backs. Thankfully, guys, it looks like no more players will be leaving. Deadline day is done. And the only positive thing is that we survived with Emery and Barcola, because if these two would have gone, we would be in a really bad spot. I can't believe this season we're going to have Dagba as our right back. Might as well put Lucas Hernandez in there and just somehow wing it. We couldn't improve our team at all, but let's see how we fare this season. Okay, end of the season, Liga should be a guaranteed trophy, no matter what kind of a transfer ban we have. Remember, if we don't win the league, our best player will be released, and we do end up winning the league, but man, was it close. Just a point. That's trophy number 2. Oh, but we didn't win the French Cup, which is a shame. But ultimately for PSG, it's the Champions League that matters, and only second in the group. And Bayern Munich absolutely thumped us. As expected, guys, in this first season, we weren't able to improve the team. We did win Liga, because that's what's expected of PSG every season. But yeah, to win the Champions League, we're gonna need to start making some signings. Also, in terms of player growth, Kolo Muani has done quite well, up to an 84 overall. He might be one of the candidates to reach a 90+ rating. Oh, but I think it's definitely going to be Bradley Barcola, because he's up to an 83 already. Yo, Emery had a bit of a stinker. I'm expecting a lot more from him. By the way, in the absence of Mbappe, it was Goncalo Ramos who took up the mantle. I'm surprised he was the starter. For season 2, though, I really want to start making transfers, especially in the right back department, because we're right now playing a left back there. Plus, if we want to win the Champions League, we need to add in some world-class talents. Oh, the money is definitely definitely there. Wheel, this time just please calm down. Oh my days. Every loss or draw versus Marseille, they get to steal a random first team player. Marseille are PSG's biggest rivals in Liga. Their derby is known as the Le Classique. And if they end up stealing the likes of Zaire Emery or Bradley Barcola, we're gonna be in trouble. The good thing is at least we're allowed to make signings. So let's prepare this team so we don't end up losing or drawing to Marseille. Oh, but do remember we're only allowed to make 2 transfers per season. That's the classic takeover rule. For the right back position, I'm thinking Malo Gusto. You might think there are so many better higher rated options, but I'm looking at him in this angle. 22 years old, 80 rated. We do have an objective where we need 3 French talents above the overall of 90, and legit bro could be one of them. For 35 million, we finally have a right back. Now I'm just hoping he can skyrocket in his overall. Where else can we make upgrades? I mean, Zaire Emery's only 81 rated, but again, he's a player that could get to that 90 plus rating. The potential's there. I guess what we could do is go crazy with our backline. I want to sign one of the best possible center backs. Okay, he's a left back, but I'm sure we can convert him. Guardiola would genuinely be insane if we could get a swap deal done by putting, let's say, Milan Skriniar, who we don't really need. Chuck in 30 million as well. If we can pull this off, it'll be hilarious. Okay, nah. Pep Guardiola isn't stupid. We're gonna have to pay 70 million. We have the cash. Let's do it. Our second and final signing of the season is Josko Guardiola. Converting Guardiola now to a center back, and look at that. He's up to an 86 overall. Oh, now that is definitely a team. I don't remember selling anyone. Who is that? Ousmane Dembele? Bro, why did he leave? I didn't accept any transfer offer. Bro's joined Liverpool. What? We're done with our transfers as well this season. We can't replace him. Bro, Dembele betrayed Barcelona and now he's betrayed PSG too. It makes no sense. Wait a minute. He had a release clause? Why would PSG put a release clause on Dembele? I'm sure in real life there's no such clause. Oh my days. We've literally been bamboozled. I like Lee Kang-in, but I don't think he's gonna be Dembele's replacement. Oh, hang on. We've got Xavi Simons, and in a tough time like this, I think we can convert him to a right winger and somehow survive. Bro, Dembele has completely put us in the mud. Okay, let's see what Xavi Simons' overall is gonna be as a right winger. It's gonna stay the same. He's not used to this position. But hey, in these tough times, we've got to just adapt. I still think this team is strong, but we can't afford to let it get weaker, so we've got to win every game against Marseille. Alright guys, first Liga game against Marseille, we cannot lose. Or even draw for that matter, because I'm definitely worried, and okay, maybe we don't need to worry that much. This PSG team can handle every Liga team. It looks like we've got an extra fixture against Marseille in the French Cup quarters. I still think our team is too good for them, so I'm not too worried. And there you go. We've now got our final league game against Marseille. Let's make it a clean sweep. We get a draw. Even though Marseille have officially not beaten us this season, because a draw counts, they get to steal one of our first team players. Also, look at the overall growth on some of our players. Barcola 87, Zaire Emery 85. I don't want to give any of these guys to Marseille. Alright guys, which player's heading to Marseille? Just put me out of my misery. I can't, man. Vitinha. It was actually close to being Zaire Emery, but it's gonna be Vitinha. The worst thing is, this could make Marseille stronger with a player like Vitinha, and could hurt us in the title race. Thankfully though, this season we destroyed Liga, winning the league by what, 25 points? That's trophy number 3, and we're making it 4 with the French Super Cup. Oh, but we lost the French Cup. Are you kidding me? Champions League, we made it to the semis, but Barcelona just smoked us. Bro, Barca have completely humiliated us in both seasons so far, taking away all our right backs first, and now 5-1 in the Champions League. Don't you worry guys, we'll 100% get our revenge. The main positive is definitely the growth in some of our players. Barcola is hitting 87, Zaire Emery had a massive one, and this time Kolo Muani became Mbappe by scoring 40 goals. So far though, we're only stat padding in France. We've got to figure out a way to win the Champions League. Okay, for season 3, this is how the team's looking like. Ooh, the midfield has been weakened with Vitinha going, but to be honest, João Neves, a signing PSG made just this season, he actually fits in quite nicely, and I don't really want to replace him because he's only like 21 years old. I think we're on the right path with this team, and it's not transfers that's going to change anything. What we do need to survive from is the wheel. Brilliant. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Every Champions League loss, we release a random squad player. I can't believe this. The wheel has really tried to make life difficult, and I think because of this challenge, we got to spend some money this season and reinforce the squad. Wait a minute, guys. I can't seem to find Goncalo Ramos. Where did bro go? Was his release clause paid too? Freaking Brentford paid it. Why would he join them? We now definitely need a new striker. And since we're PSG, we are going a bit crazy, spending 100 million on Luis Openda. Oh, actually, Openda's higher rated than Kolo Muani, so he'll get into the starting 11. And you know what? I'm also worried about our midfield depth, because if we lose Champions League games and we have to release, say, João Neves, bro, we won't have any other players to replace him. And oh, we still have 256 million. What kind of money are PSG on? Well, let's use it to sign Eduardo Camavinga. Although if we do get him to a 90 overall, it's not gonna count, because we didn't develop him. Pretty much Real Madrid did. So yeah, there's that. And I just paid Camavinga's release clause of 140 million to bring him to PSG. Okay, I think now we've prepared this squad well, but every game we lose in the Champions League, bro, it's gonna sting. Okay, we're starting with the group stages, and thankfully we've got an easy group. And that's our first Champions League win. Looks like we should survive the group stages. The group stages are done. We've topped the group, but no, we did lose a game to Victoria Plazen. How did that happen? And so our entire first team and bench is on this wheel. We're spinning it now. Who is going to be released? Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. Xavi Simons. I didn't even realize he made it to a 90 overall. This is actually horrendous. Bro has been so useful since Dembele left, and now we can't even replace him this season. 7 million to release him. There you go. It's done. My boy Lee Kangin is going to take his place. It's now the Champions League knockouts. It'll be nice if we don't lose any more games and just end up winning the entire thing. And that's more like it. A win against Benfica. Ooh, it was close. We could have lost this game, but we managed to draw and go through. No way. That's the toughest possible draw we could have gotten. For the first leg, let's just try and avoid defeat. If we can do that, I think it's a good start. And we've actually beaten City 3-0. Oh my days. Under immense pressure, we could actually win the Champions League. Second leg and we beat City again. The draw we've had is just crazy. We're now facing Real Madrid. Bro, if this season, under such kind of pressure, we win the Champions League, it would just be crazy. Let's see what happens against Madrid, and we still win. It's not over yet, though. We still have the second leg, but thankfully we get a 1-1 draw. Bro, Openda scored in the 113th minute. That saved us from releasing a player and has put us in a Champions League final against Barca. We could get revenge for them stealing our right backs, as well as humiliating us last season. But bro, on the flip side, if we lose this game, we have to release a player, and PSG would still have 0 Champions League. So there's a lot at stake here. Can we actually pull it off? No. I can't believe we came so close to it. I can't, man. Barcelona every season has somehow got the better of us. And you know what that means? Of course, man. It's our right back. Barcelona just ruining all our right backs. Malo Gusto. He's gonna have to be released. He was actually a player I thought that could get to a 90 overall, but well, not anymore. We do still end up winning Liga, which is our 5th trophy. Make that 6 with the French Super Cup. We finally do end up winning the French Cup, so that's trophy number 7. But yeah, we're still missing the Champions League. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content, I'd appreciate if you could take a moment and subscribe to the channel. Heading into season 4, there's more pain. Because we had to release Malo Gusto, we've now got just 2 French talents that count towards the 90+ objective, Cher Emery and Barcola. They're looking okay to get to that 90+ rating, but we still need 1 more player. And in our squad, I think there's only Kolo Muani who can do it. We've got him on development plans, so I'm still hopeful, but he is 28 years old, so it's gonna be tight. But man, do we need a new right winger as well as a right back this season. Develop the PSG Youth Academy. Replace 3 squad players with academy players, and 1 must be in the first 11. Normally, I'd be thrilled with focusing on the academy, but this means that this season we can't do anything else apart from the Youth Academy. And we did need like an upgrade for the right wing and right back department. Well, now we're gonna have to rely on the Youth Academy, and I'm gonna go a bit crazy, hire the best scouts we can, and we're running multiple scouting projects. Hopefully we do find some good talents, because one of them is going to become a starter. And okay, guys, looks like the youth project has gone well, because I found 3 really good talents. Jean Hernandez from France, Phil Meyer from Germany, and Jackson Morris from England. We're going to promote all 3 of them, but yeah, to fit them in, we're going to have to replace squad players, and that'll only happen by releasing them. So for Meyer, I guess it's going to be Asensio. Goodbye, Asensio. We are sacrificing you. Might just make Jackson Morris the starting 11 academy player. It just makes sense. And there's Zage getting released. Oh no, to fit Jean Hernandez. Hernandez. I think Lee Kangin is the only other right winger we've got left. Well, the challenge said we have to. I'm releasing Lee Kangin. This is tough. Does that mean we're going to have to make Jean Hernandez a starter? Well, it's not compulsory, but I think that is what's going to happen. Thankfully, the season's already over and we do end up winning Liga. This has become like a staple. We've won it every single season, up to 8 trophies. There's the French Super Cup, make that 9. Then with the French Cup, but yeah, it's the Champions League where we're just embarrassing ourselves. The funny thing is, we could legit get to 25 trophies just by stat padding in France. But now we've got to win PSG a Champions League. For season 5, the right side of our team, man, it's not looking good. I mean, we'll probably still win the French League and keep getting trophies that way. But if we want to win the Champions League, we need to improve that. Now, we can't sign a new right back because Morris is the player I'm choosing to be in the first 11. But we need a new right winger. Oh, the money is there. Then the wheel just let us sign whoever we want. Replace 2 starters with players outside of the top 5 leagues. Bro, we need a right winger and we can't even sign a top level player, man. This is crazy. Okay, this could save us, boys. I found Johan Bakayoko at PSV. He's eligible for us to sign. But we're gonna have to put our young Jean Hernandez, who we scouted in a swap deal. To be honest, I don't think there's enough time to get him to a high overall anyway. Let's just do it, man. We need Bakayoko. It feels like ages since we've made a signing, but we're so lucky that we found Bakayoko still playing for PSV. I think this transfer was massively needed. Oh, by the way, we still need to replace one more first team player. You know what? It might be 34-year-old Marquinhos, man. But we need to find players outside of the top 5 leagues. Maybe in Liga Portugal. Doesn't look like there's anyone decent here. Okay, wait, I was wrong because we've got Cosono, 27 years old, playing in Benfica. Goodbye, Marquinhos, but we have to sacrifice you. And there you go. It's a done deal. I actually can't believe we strengthened our team with signings from outside of the top 5 leagues. That's impressive. But also this season, we could have Barcola, Ser Emery, and Kolo Muani all hit that 90 rating. That's what we need. Let's make it through the season and see if that happens. End of the season and all 3 of our French talents have gone up to a 90+ rating. Took us 5 seasons, but we did it. We've completed that challenge, but has it led to any trophies? Well, of course, we do win Liga, trophy number 11. Make that 12. Bro, this stat pad session in France has just been unreal. But in the Champions League, we keep just getting humiliated, this time by Inter on penalties. Bro, 5 seasons and we haven't won a Champions League. It's actually crazy because this team is good. Now that we don't have to worry about the French talent stuff, we gotta figure out a way to win it. Season 6 and my singular goal is to get PSG their first Champions League. For that, I really think we're gonna need a better right back, but we cannot remove Morris from the team. We just gotta hope he keeps developing as a right back, man. That's the only way. Let's first see what kind of curveball the wheel is gonna throw at us. Brilliant. PSG broke FFP rules, sell 150 million worth of players. Are we actually ever gonna win the Champions League? Oh, by the way, since we have broken FFP, it also means we're not allowed to make any more signings. We do have players that are worth quite a bit, so this shouldn't be that much of a problem. I think Openda is one that we probably have to sell, because we already have Kolo Muani, so let's do that. To start things off, though, we're selling Skriniar and Kimpembe. They were old anyway, and they've generated us a total of 22 million. Still a long way to 150 though. But there's the big sale, Openda. We were able to get 94 million for him. That's 116 million in player sales. We're still quite a bit short. Lucas Hernandez is another player we had to sacrifice. That's another 23 million. We still probably need one more player sale, and we're gonna get that with Fabian Ruiz. My goodness, our squad has been dismantled. But hey, that's the 150 million we've generated. Damn, we're down to just 22 players. Thankfully, for the most part, we've retained our first team. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna be in for an easy season. Bro, even after being transfer banned and having to banish most of our squad, we still end up winning the league for like the 6th time in a row. Trophy number 14 in the bag. Okay, but we're now starting to lose some. Oh, wow, we only win 1 trophy so far. And Champions League, it's Real Madrid that knock us out. I'm not surprised. We had to sell so many players. We were transfer banned. Hey, still after 6 seasons, we've got 14 trophies. I think if the wheel can get kinder, we could win a Champions League, because look at the ratings in our team. It's getting a bit insane. Oh, plus Jackson Morris, bro. Since he's the only right back, he just plays week in, week out. And he's 18 years old now, 80 rated. Season 7, and I genuinely think if the wheel doesn't screw us up, we can win the Champions League. Legit, all the challenges today have been so difficult. And okay, sign only Spanish players in honor of Luis Enrique. Thank you, Lucho. I'll totally take this. This is so much better than a transfer ban or having to release players. Okay, so we can add now 2 Spaniards into our team. And I think that would be really useful to just improve some squad depth. You know what? I gotta do some PSG type things. We're gonna sign Alejandro Balde. I just paid his release clause and spent over 100 million to sign him. Funny thing is, I don't know if he makes the starting 11 because even Nuno Mendes is pretty high rated. But you know what? To win the Champions League, we gotta do stuff like this. The second Spaniard we're signing is Stefan Bajcetic. Some much needed midfield depth. For once, our squad has actually been improved. But can we finally win the Champions League? It's now been 7 seasons. Oh, wow. This was a season we could have lost the Liga, but we just about edged and secured trophy number 15. Bro, our highest rated player would have been released if we came second. Bro, we're cutting it really close in every competition, but we make that 16 trophies. Oh, we didn't win the French Cup, but the ultimate thing that we want to win is the Champions League. And we do start off well, topping the group in perfect fashion, knocking out Bodo Glimt, I've never heard of them, and Bayern Munich. Okay, there is hope. We knock out Dortmund. We've made the final against Madrid. Bro, the last time though we were in the Champions League final, it was Barca and we lost. I can't deal with the pain of losing another final, man. Nah, our team is too good for that. Let's please win the Champions League finally. I can't, man. I really can't. And Kylian Mbappe scored. Bro, that is just brutal. We're 7 seasons in. We've lost 2 Champions League finals. 3 seasons to go. I don't know if we can even win one because PSG just have no luck. Season 8, what do we need to do to win the Champions League? Brilliant. Injury crisis. 3 random first team players are out for the season. Honestly, I don't even know if it's going to be possible to win the Champions League. Let's just try and get to the 25 trophies mark and call it a day. First, let's see who the 3 players are that are just getting injured for the entire season. I genuinely want to cry at this point. Dude's going to be out for almost an entire year. But we're not done, are we? We're adding Guardiola to the list, as well as Manuel Ugarte. These are 3 of our highest rated players all injured. I genuinely can't believe what we're going through. The good thing is we've got Stefan Bajcetic, who we did sign so he can replace Ugarte. But man, we're going to have to spend big on a new centre-back, as well as bring in a new left winger, because I don't think Maya is good enough to play instead of him. Oh, and because of the constant humiliation in the Champions League, our budget is like the lowest it's been in a long time. You know what, guys? I want to bring some French excellence to PSG. And 84 million has got us William Saliba. Also, we got a deal on the signing of Anthony Gordon. He's 30 years old, but he's 85 rated. At least that's going to fill the gaps in our team because of all the injuries. I think we've done the best we can, but can we actually survive without 3 of our highest rated players? End of the season, and one thing I'll tell you, the Liga is just too easy to win, man. Even with 3 of our big players injured, we won it easily. Trophy number 17. Make that 18. And 19 with the Copa Nacional. But man, once again, humiliation in the Champions League. I mean, this time we had the excuse of injuries. But I'm hoping next season we should have Guardiola back, Ugarte as well. And honestly, the squad should be absolutely insane for next season. We've just got 2 seasons to try and win the Champions League. Hopefully we can do it. What challenge are we going to have for season 9? Okay. Bring back some South American flavor to PSG. Sign a couple of South Americans. Maybe this is why we're not winning the Champions League. No Neymar, no Messi, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva. Such a historic legacy of having great South American players. None of them are here. Bro, I'm actually thinking, what if we find Neymar's regen? First, we gotta see if he has retired. And yup, indeed he has. Yup, I think we found him, boys. It's Edson Moreira. It's gotta be him because he's playing in the Saudi League. That means Neymar retired and he just spawned over there. Oh, yup, he's got the crazy pace, the dribbling. And maybe this is what we need. A bit of that Brazilian flair. Future Neymar is joining our team. Converting him to a right winger so he gets more game time. But yeah, for now he's gonna be on the bench, and this bench does look a bit crazy. We've also signed Argentine striker Alejo Veliz. Bro's actually decent, man. 85 rated. I mean, we definitely needed a backup striker. But man, our team now is just insane. We've got a first team that's ridiculous, a solid bench. Even the injuries and all are finally gone. This might be our best chance of winning the Champions League. We're starting with Liga, which we of course win, making that, what, 9 consecutive Ligas puts us on 20 trophies. The French Super Cup is ours, so make that 21. Oh, but we don't win the Copa Nacional. That means officially we now need to win a Champions League if we want to get to 25. Is it going to be this season? We topped the group. Knocked out City and it was close. Knocked out Nice, okay. And Dortmund, we're in a final against Barca. No, it had to be them. They've beaten us before. They've humiliated us multiple times. But I feel like our team now is too good to lose. Bro, this takeover has been stressful, man. If we end up losing 3 Champions League finals, nah, this PSG team is cursed. Can we finally win it though, please? Surely. Finally, guys. Oh my days. Has this been a grind? 9 seasons, that's what it's taken us. And we get revenge on Barcelona and a Champions League trophy. That's number 22. But we've got one more season where we need to be near perfect to get to 25. For the final season's challenge, accept the first 2 transfer offers from Liga clubs. Ooh, this could be bad. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think any Liga club is going to have the money to sign any of our players. If this challenge would have popped up earlier, could have caused us some problems. But yeah, it also does mean we can't sign anyone else this window. And let's see though, who's going to end up leaving, if anyone. I mean, we start things off with offers from Dortmund and Madrid, so we're safe. Okay, no, we do get our first offer from a Liga club, and it's for Kosonu, 86 million. We have to accept it. He's actually been sold, boys. I did not expect a Liga club to have that kind of money. And we still need to accept one more offer. We're at the end of deadline day, and I think we've survived, boys. I can't see more offers from Liga clubs. We're lucky we had to sell just one player. And we do have Saliba as a replacement, so I think we're fine. Time to see if we can get to 25 trophies. We do make it 10 in a row in Liga. 23 trophies with that. Just 2 more needed. We get the cup, make that 24. Ooh, but we lost this one, which means we're going to rely heavily on the Champions League. Yup, officially, I think we need to win the Champions League now to get to 25. We do knock out AC Milan in the round of 16. Bayern Munich in the quarters. And Lille in the semis. Yo, we sold them Kosonu, and that's how far they've made it because of him. Now we just got to beat Napoli to make it to 25 trophies. Honestly, over 10 seasons, we've built an incredible team. This takeover's had everything. Drama of losing multiple finals, youth academy stuff as we've made Jackson Morris 90 rated, and of course creating the next Mbappe and Barcola 93 overall. Well, let's see if we can make it to that 25 trophy mark. Back-to-back Champions Leagues. Can we pull it off? Yes, we can. Barcola with the goal. What a perfect way to hit that 25 trophies mark. This was an insane takeover. If you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll enjoy me taking over Chelsea for 10 seasons. Click here to watch that.